Tampa Bay, hold on to your pirate hats, because what I'm about to tell you is pure fire. The NFL just made a rule change that's rocking the league, and our quarterback, Baker Mayfield, didn't just respond. He gave the kind of answer that makes you laugh, pump your fist, and say, "That's our guy." This is more than football. This is personality, leadership, and championship energy rolled into one wild moment. Bucs fans, imagine this. The league drops a bombshell rule banning smelling salts during games and practices. Just like that, one of the most old-school energy boosts in football is gone. The NFL says it's about player safety. No more ammonia capsules, no inhalers, no cups with the stuff, because they worry it can hide concussion symptoms. Now, most players, they'd be annoyed, maybe complain, but not Baker Mayfield. No, our QB looked at this new challenge and turned it into comedy gold. On Up and Adams with K. Adams, Baker admitted the rule change didn't make much sense to him. "If you get knocked out, you can't come back in any way," he said, clearly frustrated. "Feels like a quick trigger ban. But hey, it is what it is." But then came the magic. Kay asked him what he'd do without smelling salt. And Baker, with that trademark grin, said, "You just bring your own juice to the party. Espresso, coffee, pre-workout, flavor of the day." Our QB turned game day preparation into a coffee shop menu. When pressed on who'd be hit hardest by the ban, Baker didn't dodge. "Me," he said, straight up. And then came the moment that's blowing up all over social media. Kay asked him what would replace smelling salt, and Baker delivered the most Baker Mayfield answer ever. More headbutts. Think about that for a second. Here's a guy who threw for 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns last season, the heartbeat of Tampa Bay's offense. And when the NFL takes away his smelling salts, his solution is to hit harder. That's not just toughness. That's an old-school warrior mentality you can build a championship around. Sure, the rule change has safety reasons. The FDA even warned about ammonia inhalants last year. But Baker isn't sitting around pouting. He's already adapting, already finding ways to bring the fire, already proving that when something changes, he'll just find a new way to win. So whether it's coffee, pre-workout, or headbutts, our QB is locked in and ready. And Bucs Nation, that's exactly the kind of leader you want under center when the season gets real. Bucs fans, rate your confidence in Baker this season from 1 to 10 in the comments, because after this, I'm giving him an 11. What's cracking, Bucs Nation? Buckle up, because today we're diving into 3 game-changing storylines that prove exactly why Tampa Bay's got the heart, the grit, and the talent to dominate the NFL. We're talking about our franchise QB's hilarious and brilliant response to a brand new NFL rule change, the emotional, father figure leadership of our newest quarterback addition, and a bold prediction from one of the most respected NFL analysts that should send a shiver down every defensive coordinator's spine. If you're ready for a mix of humor, heart, and straight-up firepower, smash that like button and let's go. First up, Baker Mayfield. The NFL just banned smelling salts for the 2025 season after concerns from the head, neck, and spine committee. The reasoning? They can mask concussion symptoms. And Baker? Well, he wasn't exactly impressed. When asked about it on Up and Adams, he said, "Not sure why. If you get knocked out, you're not allowed back in the game anyway. I think it was a quick trigger to ban them, but it is what it is." Then came the pure Mayfield gold. Asked about how he'd replace smelling salts, Baker grinned and said, "You just gotta bring your own juice to the party. Flavor of the day, maybe espresso, maybe coffee, a lot of pre-workout. Who knows?" And when pressed for specifics, more headbutts, more headbutts. That's our QB, Bucs Nation, 4,500 yards, 41 TDs last season. And when the league takes away smelling salts, he replaces them with coffee, pre-workout, and headbutts. That's championship-level toughness. Now, while Baker's showing us adaptability and humor, let's talk about the heart of our newest quarterback addition, Teddy Bridgewater. Recently, Teddy addressed why he was suspended from coaching high school football in Florida. The reason? He gave his players money for Ubers, meals, and recovery services. Not for perks, but for protection. "I'm protective and I'm a father first. When I decided to coach, those players became my sons." Miami Northwestern, Teddy's alma mater, is in a tough neighborhood. Sometimes those walks home can be dangerous. So Teddy spent his own money making sure his kids were safe, fed, and cared for. This is the same man who led his high school to a state title, made it to the NFL, and then came full circle to give back. Even after the suspension, he jumped back to the NFL, first with the Lions, And now with us, carrying that same father figure mentality into the Bucs locker room. Bucs Nation, that's not just a veteran QB, that's championship character. And just when you think the emotion can't get any higher, here comes Dan Orlovsky dropping a bomb on social media about our rookie wideout, Emeka Egbuka. I'm telling y'all, this dude is a problem already. He's going to get matched up 3 or 4 weekly. A problem, Bucs Nation. That's coming from a 10-year NFL vet at QB. He's calling our rookie a nightmare matchup before he's even played a regular season snap. And with Baker slinging Teddy mentoring and weapons like Egbuka out wide, this offense is looking absolutely lethal. So there you have it, leadership, heart, and rising superstar talent, all in one locker room. This is what it means to be part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers family. Bucs Nation, the season can't get here fast enough. Bucs Nation, let's break this down. When Dan Orlovsky says Emeka Egbuka is going to be matched up 3 or 4 weekly, he's not talking about fantasy football rankings. He means Egbuka is going to spend his rookie year lined up against the third or fourth best cornerback on most teams. That's like giving a lion a goat and locking the cage. It's just not fair. And here's why this matters. Orlovsky isn't just some hot take machine. This is a former NFL quarterback, now one of ESPN's most respected analysts. When he puts his name on a bold prediction about a rookie, it means we're looking at the real deal. Egbuka's resume? 4 seasons at Ohio State, aka wide receiver university. He didn't just play there. He survived and thrived in a locker room full of future NFL stars, sharpening his skills against elite competition every single day. That experience didn't just make him a better player, it turned him into a polished, mature wideout ready to dominate now. That's exactly why the Buccaneers took him 19th overall. This wasn't a gamble. This wasn't draft and develop. This was a day one contributor pick. And now, he steps into an offense where Mike Evans and Chris Godwin command constant double teams, while rookie Jalen McMillan gets his share of attention too. That leaves defenses scrambling, because their CB3 or CB4 now has to deal with a guy who could be a WR1 anywhere else. Good luck with that. Picture it. Baker Mayfield scans the field. Evans is covered. Godwin's double teamed. And there's Egbuka, one-on-one, open in space. That's a recipe for fireworks, week after week. Since arriving in Tampa, he's been nothing but impressive. Teammates rave about his work ethic, coaches praise his professionalism. And now national analysts are warning the league. This kid is going to be a problem. But it's bigger than just one rookie. This is part of a master plan. When the day comes that Evans and Godwin eventually hang it up, the Buccaneers will already have their next great receiver ready to take the mantle. That's how you keep a dynasty alive. Think about the full picture. Baker Mayfield, a leader who'll replace smelling salts with coffee, pre-workout, and headbutts. Teddy Bridgewater, a veteran who spent his own money protecting high school kids like they were his sons. Emeka Egbuka, a rookie with the talent, maturity, and matchups to torch defenses from day one. That's humor. That's heart. That's elite talent. All in one locker room. Bucs Nation. Can you feel it? The pride? The electricity? The belief that something truly special is building right in front of us? This isn't just a team. It's a crew ready to sail into history. So I'll ask you this. Which of these 3 stories fired you up the most? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you believe this squad is ready for a legendary season, let's hear it. Because the winds are changing in Tampa Bay, and we're built for greatness.